What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about a series of leaks on the Nintendo Switch, or on Nintendo Switch games. Now, this was difficult. This was difficult to actually come up with, like, a title name for, because they're not in depth, like, at all, I should say that, and they're not even necessarily leaks, depending on how you look at them. Now, this Twitter user we're going to look at is known for leaking things, so we can kind of infer what he means, but he's not very specific with what he, let's say, posted, and we'll get into the specifics as this video goes on. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure as always you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys have the bell icon turned on so you know all these videos go up. If you guys want to follow our Twitch account, we do have a Twitch account. We try to live stream there around 2-ish times a week. The link for that will be in the description below. I know probably a lot of people that are have been on this channel before probably know me from leaks. I talk about leaks, I talk about rumors in general. I don't really talk about a lot of Nintendo leaks and rumors because, to be quite honest with you, they're not all that frequent. They really, really aren't. So that's okay, and I'm very, very excited to talk about the stuff we're going to be talking about today. Okay, so now who we're looking at here is PH Brazil. Okay, it's a Spanish-speaking Twitter user, and he posted pictures. Okay, and this is why, again, it's kind of hard to figure out, but he posted picture and he said Feliz 2021, so happy 2021, and he posted this on December 31st. So he posted this New Year's Eve, and he posted a series of 5 pictures, okay? 5 pictures. The first one was Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, okay? Now, again, the issue here, I guess I should kind of summarize before we get too specific into it, is they're just the pictures of the properties. We don't necessarily know what he means. Now, I saw an article which thought, it like wrote it as that they believe he means like all of these things are releasing in 2021. I guess that's definitely possible. That's why, again, I'm kind of split on maybe some of these things are 2021 and some of these things are also they're like we'll see more stuff on them in 2021. Breath of the Wild 2 is one that I do think would probably release this year. I think honestly it's not like Nintendo needs it. You look at this past year, I mean, Animal Crossing truly carried them like the entire year, came out closer to the beginning of the year than the end, and literally just sold. I mean, you can't even comprehend how many units or how many, I guess, copies of that game sold, right? So they really only need like one a year, to be quite honest, to be successful. The Switch is selling like mad, right? Everybody's getting a Switch. It is moving very, very quickly up the charts. It'll maybe overpass the PS4 by the end of the Switch's life cycle. But again, Breath of the Wild 2, I do think it's time. I think it's been long enough, right? I think it was 2017 was Breath of the Wild, so it's been 4 years now. I really do think this game is coming probably towards the end of the year, but I think this year is going to be a really big year for this game in general. Next up, we have Splatoon. So he shows a picture of Splatoon. This makes sense too. It's been a long time since Splatoon 2, and this is a franchise. They had just recently basically invented this franchise, and it's done really, really well. It's actually done shockingly well. I actually remember, because I'm a Nintendo guy. I've had all the Nintendo consoles, leading into the Switch. I remember when Splatoon 2 came out. I personally didn't put a whole lot of stock into it, but that game did very, very well. Again, it's been long enough. I do think this is another one of those games that could absolutely, and again, maybe he is inferring that all these games come out this year. But the next one, Metroid, right? This is the one that kind of, to me, stops it, where it's like, all right, maybe he's just talking about things in general we're going to see for the Switch in 2021. It's just my personal opinion. I don't think we're getting this game this year. Remember, the rumors with this game, it's kind of sad how this game has gone, right? Because, and not even the rumors, right? I think they've actually confirmed that they're working on it, but I think behind the scenes it's been talked about how there were a lot of issues. It was basically shut down and picked back up and kind of like restarted. So this game has had a lot of issues over the last couple of years, and I really don't think, now correct me if I'm wrong, and also I could just generally be wrong and maybe nobody knows it, right? But I think this game really hasn't been in the works in like the new form that they're trying to build it in. I don't think it's been around for very long. So this is one of the ones that when I see this, I'm like, this is a kind of example of a game that I think we could see, like if they did some sort of ginormous, like a recap of all of the games that they have coming. I think this could appear on it, but I don't think it would necessarily come out this year. And then you have Fire Emblem. Now, and the thing that one of the websites I was reading was talking about is, considering the character they show here, they could be talking just simply about a Smash Bros. Update, or you could be looking at it as a Fire Emblem new game. It's been, I think, Three Houses came out in like 2018, right? So it's been 2 years. We're approaching 3 years, so I guess it's possible. To be quite honest with you, I don't know how fast they're able. I don't know the history of Fire Emblem all that well. I don't know how fast they're able to churn entries in this game. I mean, Three Houses is one of the great tragedies of my life that I never was able to play it. I still haven't played it. I really want to. I've loved everything I've ever seen on that game, or anything that anybody has ever said about that game. I'm in love with. So I really do want to play it. Hopefully I can play it before the next one comes out, and hopefully the next one can take a little bit. So yeah, this one's a little bit complicated, because if it's just the character, okay, it could be a Smash Bros thing. If it's the game, if it's the property of Fire Emblem, they could very well be talking about a brand new game, which again, is 3 years enough time? I guess. I mean, it's certainly possible. I wouldn't be shocked, but I don't know. This one and Metroid are a little bit kind of in that gray area. And then we have a big one, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. So this was that remake. Remember, there was a rumor that they were going to be remaking this game, and I guess actually it was talked about as a remake, not necessarily a remaster. So he throws this in as like a fifth thing. He put the first four in a group, and then he put this all on its own, right? This would be exciting. A lot of people, I think, are expecting this. This was rumored back when Sword and Shield came out just a little over a year ago, right? So this would not shock me at all if this game also came out this year. So it's interesting. I mean, if all 5 of these games even get shown in 2021, it is going to be an enormous year for Nintendo. And again, they really don't need to do all that much in 2021 to sell consoles. And really, any of these exclusive games, all their exclusive games do extremely well. Now, Metroid has always been a franchise that has never really sold all that well at all, so we'll have to see how that overall does. But one thing I do want to say is it's a little shocking that we don't. Now, maybe, his bio is like he's a big fan of like Zelda, so I guess like that makes sense. It's interesting that if these are like the big 5, no Mario Kart, no Mario Kart 9, and also no like main installment Mario game. It's been actually very long. It was like 2017, right? Of Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Odyssey. So I don't even know it's either Super or just as Mario, but it's been over 3 years now. So that's kind of shocking too, that we're not going to get like a main installment Mario game. I'm not necessarily counting like Super Mario Maker. I'm not going to include that one, but it's going to be an amazing year if even like if like Splatoon 3 and Breath of the Wild 2 came out this year, and probably Pokemon. I mean, really, you can get 3 of these 5, I think, pretty easily to release in 2021, and that would be absolutely enormous for Nintendo. So, guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Do you think this is just talking about them being shown? Do you think this is talking about them actually being released? Which one are you looking forward to the most? All that stuff, let me know. I will be covering all of them. I know I don't talk too much about Nintendo. It's mainly because, they have 1, 2, 3 exclusives a year. I do talk about them when they're coming and when they are out. It's just there's not that many of them in general, but I will be covering all of these games leading into the releases, if some of them are real, by the way. Let me know what you guys think. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys have the bell icon turned on so you know all these videos go up. And again, if you guys want to follow our Twitch channel, link for that is in the description below. Would love to have you guys over there as well. Again, we try to live stream there a couple times a week. We actually live stream here on YouTube every single Friday, except for, I guess, holidays. Some holidays we take off. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you all on the next video.